Welcome to Free Coding Academy's Unit 8 review video for Computer Science A. Unit 8 is called 2D arrays, and topic 8.1 also called 2D arrays. So a 2D array is made up of multiple 1D arrays, and it works similarly to a 1D array in terms of creation and indexing. So declare and create a 2D array like this. So you're going to have the data type and then two sets of square brackets and then the variable name. So the name of the 2D array is equal to new and then the data type you had originally. And then inside square brackets, you're going to have the number of rows. And then inside another set of square brackets, you're going to have the number of columns and then semicolon. So when you're using the name of the 2D array and then row column inside square brackets, the first index refers to the row and the second index refers to the column. So this is slightly different from just a 1D array because now you have two indexes because obviously 2D arrays are 2D. So 2D arrays can be initialized with nested lists. So an example is if you have int and then two sets of square brackets and then ticket info is equal to, and then you have one set of curly braces and then another set of curly braces inside, and two lists inside each set of curly braces. So each one of these is a 1D array stored within this larger 2D array. To access or update an element in a 2D array, you use square brackets. So the name of the 2D array and then row and then column. Next, row major order refers to looping across each row first, and column major order refers to going down each column first. Topic 8.2, traversing 2D arrays. So you can loop through 2D arrays using regular nested for loops or nested for each loops. So if you want to go in row major order, the outer loop is going to traverse the rows, and then the inner loop is going to traverse the columns within each row. Next, array.length, so the name of the 2D array, .length, which is the same as 1D arrays if you'll recall, returns the total number of rows, while array and then 0 inside square brackets, .length gives the number of columns in the first row. And in CSA, you're only going to deal with 2D arrays that all have the same number of columns. So if you just use the name of the 2D array and then 0 in square brackets .length, that should give you the number of columns, usually in every single case, unless explicitly stated otherwise. So for linear search in a 2D array, each row must be accessed individually and then searched using linear search within that row. For enhanced for each loops can only be used to traverse in row major order. Using them for column major order is more complex, but you can still technically do it. The outer loop variable must be a 1D array, a row, and the inner loop variable must match the type of the array's stored elements. If you're doing column major order, the outer loop traverses the columns and the inner loop traverses the rows. However, when you're accessing each element, even when you're doing column major order, the first index still refers to the row variable and the second index still refers to the column variable. And that's it. Thank you so much for watching. That was a short one, but be sure to check out the video reviewing Unit 9 next.